Now, I got an echo.
No.
Hello. I hear
Hello?
a small echo, man.
Where are you getting echo from?
Hello.
I
hear two of myself.
Hello?
Bro,
hear
I
two
see
of
on your OBS, you got two fucking audio things open.
Yeah, you got your desktop audio and your mic is on the same
Bro, I
wavelength.
do this all the time. It won't
No,
capture.
yeah, you're
it won't.
being stubborn.
No, listen. The desktop is y'all. The mic is me. It's not gonna pick up my voice from the desktop audio. This has been a setting I've used for the last 5 years. I promise you. I don't hear the echo now. Okay.
Wait, so
I
it's
don't hear.
fixed?
It's because you was the problem.
No, man. I hear a real small faint echo, my guy. That I ain't hear a couple minutes ago.
It ain't. Hold on. I'm muting my mic.
Yo. Hello. Rashi, I'm mute.
Yo.
Hello. I don't hear it now.
Oh yeah, cause it's not me. It's never me.
It's gonna be back. Rashi, close your door, man.
What?
Yeah, turn off the camera real quick. You want?
All right, man.
I'm just saying, man. I seen that bathroom, man.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with it, bro. Leave me alone.
Chat.
Wow.
Wonderful people. How are all y'all doing? Last minute impromptu podcast notification. Now we knew we was going live at like 12 this morning or 12 this afternoon. But y'all ain't know. Last podcast was February 23rd, 2022. Ooh. That's a goddamn shame.
No, we was doing retro streams, bro.
We was doing retro streams. I'm trying to do stuff on Wednesdays, even if it's not podcast. Now, I do have to do a live stream soon. I received some things. I have to eat a cricket or two. I have a body pillow because I lost a damn bet with a big anime character who my girl keeps calling my girlfriend that I have to hold. So I'm saving that. Huh?
You have a body pillow?
Yes.
When are you doing this? Where's the body pillow?
I don't want to set a solid date because if I don't do it, I'm gonna be a deadbeat streamer again. But just know it's on the way. I will let you know beforehand. It's downstairs.
Nah, body pillow is crazy.
And that pillow, that shit big as fuck.
They making them joints almost life size, like
that shit. That's a big ass pillow, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what the homie Ransom sent that. Basically, I lost the bet. I was forced because of my loss to watch a very obscure anime. And I realized, and I'm gonna say it now, because some of y'all in here. Shout out to Will. I want to tell you and Ricky, I graduated. Man, congratulations, man. You know, make sure you do what you need to do for the next chapter of life post high school, man. Been a big inspiration. Just want to thank you. I appreciate you, Will. Shout out to Will. But I'm gonna say it right now. Okay. I knew this, but sometimes, you know, you have something that really confirms it for you again. I have a bunch of deviants that watch me and y'all, and even more closely, they're in the Discord. If you want to try to get in the Discord, I said try. Link to that is in the description. If you hit the I lied, it's not there.
No, it's definitely not there.
Let me
definitely
make that
there.
situation. Let me correct that. Let me correct that.
I'm gonna piggyback off that and say you guys are sick individuals. You guys are spamming heal in the chat because you know what it was. Everybody who's putting heal in the chat are sickos.
That sounds crazy.
Sickos, man.
Let me. I don't even know the name of it. What's the name of it?
Redo of Healer.
Redo of Healer. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't know that this is the kind of shit y'all got into. Okay, and I had to watch 2 episodes of it. Plus, it was censored. Luckily for me, you know what I mean. So wherever there was supposed to be some nastiness, black stuff covered it. I ain't gonna get into the details of that shit, but just know, I got my eyes on y'all. Y'all are a bunch of deviants, man. Okay? I can't believe y'all even get into that. The stuff that he was doing, I mean, he was getting, I can't even say. Just know,
Can't say.
Hey, bro, I mean, this dude, oh man, I always got something to say, and I don't know what to say. That I should tell you. Thank you, Ramon. Appreciate you. Thank you. But today we're gonna do an hour show because after this podcast, we're gonna play some Black Ops 4 and maybe some Rainbow Six and maybe something else on Twitch. On Ricky, Rashi, you going live?
Yes.
So the guys are going live right after this. So hopefully we can get another YouTube to Twitch rate like we used to do in the olden days and shit. You know what I mean? Rashi cheated.
How did he cheat? What the hell?
That's how he got his Twitch numbers for whenever he applied for partnership.
Indeed.
That's fucking crazy,
Bro.
bro.
Look, raise don't count towards your partnership, but they don't get the YouTube, the Twitch, they can't prove shit. The YouTube, the Twitch raid.
So
fuck that shit. This shit.
Over. You never seen Redo?
You don't do it, please.
He smacked her in the face.
Yo, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Don't know. Don't think. Don't Google. He smacked her in the face.
Who you talking about?
But he healed.
You talking about the dude who was like, I'll be back soon? Him?
No. This is
No,
anime.
not at all.
With this guy that has an absurdly OP ability, which he can heal stuff and change it to whatever matter he wants. So he could just touch your face. I almost said something real rude, bro. He can touch your face and make you look like RoboCop without his mask.
Oh shit!
And he'll stay heal. Like he could do some shit. He could touch your face and make you look like Tony Snell. Just touch your shit, but heal. Then you come out, your face is fucked up.
What did Tony Snell do to you?
I just wanted to use Tony for an example. You know what I mean, he might fit in more with the younger crowd. I'm just saying that motherfucker. He could touch your water bottle that you drink it and turn it into piss. Why you drinking it?
This shit feels like one of those generic Chuck Norris's.
Nah, he'll fuck Chuck Norris up.
Oh, fuck.
He could touch your legs and make it so that you can't use them. It's ridiculous. He's a cheat motherfucker. He could touch your glasses, fuck up your whole prescription. You won't be able to see. That's some petty shit. He just touched your shit. You know what I'm saying? He could your DoorDash dude. He could touch your motherfucking food and leave. Put all kind of extra mayo in y'all shit that y'all ain't asked for. Petty powers.
You have an extra mayo in your shit?
Just saying, he touched your shit. He touched you order your shit with light or no mayo. He touched your bag right before he pulled off after you tip him. You open that shit up, all that mayo.
What type of mayo we talking about?
Oh, this
sick.
is.
I'm thinking about if I had that power, what I'd do. I ain't gonna lie, I'd be doing petty ass shit.
Yo,
bro.
you're sick.
Petty ass shit. Telling you, I touched your PS5, you got PS2 and shit.
I feel like I'm in
That's
Spanish,
crazy.
and I don't know what y'all talking about. Shit crazy.
I'm telling you, bro.
Shit
Ricky, watch Redo a Healer and then put your first impression on Twitter.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't think Netflix would allow something like that.
It's hentai, dude.
Yeah. Oh, y'all niggas different.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, what you mean, y'all niggas? I didn't do anything.
Different.
But you're
Who's
familiar.
I didn't.
You matter of fact, you in the hot seat.
It's a shot. First of all, it's a shock clip. It's a shock clip. As in, I didn't watch any other show. I watched a clip on YouTube, which was censored, just like how you saw. You watch whole episodes, brother.
You
went
went deeper than me.
You watched it?
I lost.
You watched two whole episodes.
The agreement was I would watch 2 episodes of an anime. Now I don't watch anime, so I'm like, oh, how bad could it be? Oh, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We get in there, and I should have known because it's like, yo, you got to turn your face cam on, do reactions, and it was like a watch party in my Discord. So there was like 20 people in there, and they just sitting there, and I could hear them smiling because they know that I don't watch stuff like that, and they know what it's about to be. They're sick. You're sick.
And you was watching that while playing that card game?
Don't bring Slade Aspire into this. I wasn't even playing that. Hey, chat. Slade Aspire. Matter of fact, let's start with that.
Slade Aspire.
So by the way, let's get the show kicked off, man. We probably wasted a little bit too much time. We have Raunchy coming back. How many times you been here?
A single time. This is my second time.
Man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
What did I do? That's crazy,
and we
dude.
have Ricky.
Yo.
He finally got some air in his house again. He had a situation where he had no air. You know what I'm saying? It was hot. See his office?
That shit humbled me.
He's in there naked.
Yeah, that shit humbled me, bro. That shit made me feel like I need to be more grateful.
It's Project Hot. You ever try to sleep at night? You put the fan, the box fan in the window, and it don't really help. And then when you wake up in the morning, you got bad sinuses and your head hurts.
Yeah, bro, that shit is bad, bro. I woke up with bugs coming into my window because of the fan and shit. That shit humbled me, bro.
Like, I see a box fan, that shit rubbed me the wrong way because it's a reminder of, it's a pillar of where I was in life, yo. But no air.
Nah, bro. I had the box fan to spin. And the spinning one that shoot nothing but fire at you.
So you gotta wait. You gotta wait for the air to hit you for half a second before it go back the other way.
I couldn't even enjoy pinnacle moments in movies because I would get so hot.
I'm telling you.
So I just stay quiet whenever some fire shit happens on the show. I'm like, man, I can't even scream. I'm gonna get hot.
Come out the fridge with a fucking bag of ice, touching your arms and shit.
I think I had cold meals for the whole weekend, bro. Yeah, it's crazy,
man. But question is, what games are you all playing right now? Real quick, y'all know MLB's like, well, some of y'all might not know this, but MLB's usually my most played game by far. But for the last week and a half or so, or maybe about a week, I found this game called Slay the Spire. It's completely a drug, bro. That's the only game I've really been playing for real for over a week. That shit is like, I don't even know why the game is so good. It's free on Game Pass. I gotta stop saying that. It's on Game Pass. Game Pass is not free, okay? What's good, Stacks? Game Pass is not free, but it's on Game Pass. It's on all the platforms.
Well,
be careful saying that. They might come.
No, my bad. Let me not say nothing, man. Sorry.
I ain't saying that.
Yo, Sean.
What are y'all playing?
I've been playing Slay the Spire as well. That game is amazing, man. I've been playing Death's Door. I've been playing Valorant, but I've been getting made fun of for playing Valorant. I've been called a nerd, a dweeb. People say I changed. All I did was play a video game, but I changed. Valorant's pretty fun, man.
You playing Valorant made me never want to joke with you.
You about to lie?
One day I will.
I'm live.
No, I'm not. I said one day I may get chased to play Valorant.
Why you telling
One day, I'm gonna try. I'm playing 2K, but 2K's ass per usual. That's honestly about it so far.
Ricky, what you been? I see you on Plague Tale, like maybe like
that game is great. Plague Tale is really good. I've been on Apex almost every day. I'm playing again Wolf Among Us. They requested that, so I've been playing that. And I just downloaded the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist shit. I don't know why. Like, y'all was playing Slay the Spire, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cop that. And then I just re-download like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Shit, but it's really been Apex.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I got no life.
You're a mess. You're talking about Chase GTA. I seen Stacks in his on Elden. What else y'all got?
Guapo, you don't gotta be rude, bro.
What you say?
Big bruv. What up, Darren?
Amori. Most play games. Sleep. Yep. Sean, I got some more indies for you, bro. Just that Slay the Spire chat. Slay the Spire, look, I looked at the gameplay for that because I kept seeing it. And I'm like, it's just a fucking card game. Like, what is this? Like, I didn't see the draw. Then I was kind of bored. I was like, you know what? Let me just install this and just check it out for a minute. And then that minute turned into 56 hours, man. That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. I've been watching videos on that game for like a couple months, right?
Yeah.
I always wanted to play it. And when I saw that we was both playing, I was like, okay. I'm into the game, you into the game, and then I checked 50 fucking hours, yo. I thought I liked it.
It's over, bro.
Dog, it's a roguelike card game. And you will be raging because the game is hard. It's fuck. There's tons of RNG, tons of cruel office jokes by the devs. Just have to play it though. Monster Hunter Rise.
I missed the Monster Hunter days we had.
I never played the Fire Emblem.
That was fun.
I feel like I should have. All right, so let's get into the.
Hold on.
Oh.
All right, so two things.
You
heard about BMW?
Yes.
No, I don't know what happened. I did. So put me on.
All right, so basically, this is an area I never thought we would ever enter, bro. Where we see games have microtransactions. We see there's like pay to win. There's so much different like packages to when we buy games now. BMW decided to from now on moving forward with their cars, with their car purchases, you can now buy a car and have the option to have monthly installments to have heated seats, or you could pay an annual fee of $180. So it's $18 a month to have heated seats, which means they're controlling it through a software with automatic internet access to your car. That shit is crazy.
It's disgusting is what it is.
So you getting a new car anytime soon? Any of y'all?
Nah, man. I'm still in Corolla, man. I drive modest vehicles. Just need to get from point A to point B, baby.
Eleanor get the job done.
Nah, Dolo, it is an optional feature. It's crazy that it's a service. Yeah. You normally get your car souped up. Some people get heated seats as part of one of their packages that they decide to get. But to have that as an option of a service, of a monthly service, is kind of crazy. Some cars even come with heated seats as a courtesy to like the car's brand or pricing or its luxury, that's depending on the car that it is. It's a normal thing.
Heated seats is very normal.
Normal in cheap, average, above average, and expensive vehicles. That's very common to see. It's not something you pay for generally. Hood Fave, my guy. Thank you, bro. Hey, Hood Fave. I don't know if you're here, bro. I need you to check out Slate Aspire when you get some time, man. I know you really do the game and shit. So, what's up, T-Mac?
What are y'all thoughts on that, man?
That's where we are.
Making me pay DLC for a vehicle is crazy.
Yeah, it's just everything we get nickel and dime for everything. You can't even you get fined for not having insurance if you're an adult over the age of 18 at the end of the year. So this effectively you're paying to breathe.
That shit is crazy.
That's crazy.
Like,
and BMW did it first.
But who pitched that? Who pitched a subscription for a heated seat?
But people gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it.
I know people are gonna buy it, which is outrageous. I thought at some point people would cross the line somewhere. No, the hell they won't.
There's no line. Not in the U.S. I envy other countries like caring of the consumers. And they just don't go for some shit. Some shit just
hold on.
Belgium.
You said caring? You said caring of the consumers, or some of the government by law just don't be fucking with it. Some of the laws.
For whatever reason, the consumers don't necessarily have to deal with some of the stuff we deal with. For example, since we're talking about it, let's talk about motherfucking Blizzard. Okay, Blizzard. I just want to say I don't know what happened to y'all. Okay. But y'all on that shit. I don't know if we have any Diablo fans. It was bad enough when, first of all, because I never played Diablo, but I know how big that game is. Diablo is huge. I know dudes that spent hundreds of hours on that shit. Like, and I never got, like I said, I never got to play it, but I get it. You come out for Diablo 4, well, what they thought was 4. You come on that stage, and the fans who love your game is in there going crazy like they always do. And you're like, we're going to put out Diablo for mobile. And then the crowd says, what? They start booing. And then you say, well, you guys don't have phones? And then the guys...
He did say that, huh?
In the audience, they said, I just want to know, like, is this a sick joke? Or is there any plans to ever put this out on PC or anything? And the guy's like, no. Okay. Blizzard, you did that shit. Then you follow up. The microtransactions is just why? For you to get every item in Diablo, the newest one, it is over $100,000 fucking dollars, or
100,000.
10 years of playtime to earn everything in the game. Yes.
Okay, hold on.
100,000.
So can I get something straight?
Yes.
When they say 10 years of game time, do they mean like in game time?
In game time. Not, I could just play it all the time. No, 10 years of in game time.
Oh, you meant like over 10 years?
No. That's where the fuck we are with that shit.
If you meant spacing it out 10 years, like the Destiny plan type shit.
Actively playing.
That means like you know when you play Call of Duty, you go check your times played.
Yeah, you got like 60 hours in.
That has to say 10 years.
10 years.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I almost said something. I forgot what platform I was on. I had to catch myself.
Blizzard.
Oh,
I don't even want to talk to y'all. And Rashi, are you ready? Overwatch 2?
Chat, y'all don't know. Hello. I'm an avid Overwatch fan, right? I bet for them when I'm not supposed to. Overwatch is about to lose a fan out of me with their dick sucking ways. Okay? I'm tired of the bitches. Everything they do is scandalous. They scamming the community, they scamming the fans, and everything they do is a scam. I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with them. I don't give a fuck if they hear this either. Fuck them. Y'all make a beta. Y'all shorten the access to it, so queue times are long as shit. You make a free game and then try to charge people $40 for access to a shitty beta, right? All of this, trying to go into the alpha to make it as good as it can be, and your fan base can't even play the fucking game. Fucking just a shitty company with that makes shitty problems and then make shitty solutions to their shitty problems. They don't do shit right. There's no one with a fucking brain at Blizzard. Not a single one. From the top to the bottom of that motherfucking building. Everybody has. Nobody has good ideas. And there's no coherent thoughts in that fucking building. And nothing will come from Overwatch 2. Now I'm saying this, right? I'm saying this. And the reason I'm saying, I'm not upset, I'm passionate because I like the game. And I want to play it. And I want to support it. But they're making it really hard to support a game that's doing all this scandalous shit. How am I in my good faith cannot even promote some bullshit like that?
I like this.
$40 to access a game that's free to play. It's absurd.
Can I add something to what y'all was talking about before? Sure. So I was unaware that I had a dick suck a couple of clout motherfuckers to get a beta. So I wanted to support my homie, and I was watching his stream for 7 hours, and I didn't for nothing because I didn't get a code. I didn't know how to watch Pokimane. I forgot Shorty even fucking plays this game. I didn't even know she plays Overwatch, but I had to watch Pokimane and still didn't get a code. And then I find out that in order for you to get custom skins, you got to gift content creators 3 gifted, and like, yo, that shit is beyond me. I ain't gifting XQC. That motherfucker makes like $500K a month. Fuck out of here. You got me fucked up.
Ooh,
and he don't even play.
Financials live. That's nuts.
Overwatch.
You can only imagine.
Overwatch continues to hold the nuts of the big content creators who couldn't give a fuck about their video game. They're gonna play your game twice, maybe 3 times if you're lucky, and then never play that shit again. Okay? And never play it again. There's content creators who've been playing your game day in and day out when the shit is ass. Horrible state of the game. They still play it, they still stream it, and they're not given the same opportunities as streamers that's going to play your shit one time and dip.
And what were you saying earlier, Ronchi? No wonder there's a whole bunch of queue times.
Bro, and that's the thing. I don't know if the chat knows this, because there's a lot of games that like they don't see me play. I love Overwatch. I fell in love with Overwatch when it was already considered a dead game. So I wasn't really playing Overwatch when it was peak Overwatch. I didn't really realize how much that the game was basically abandoned until I watched a YouTube video on basically the downfall of Overwatch. One of the main reasons why I stopped playing it a few times is because of the queue times. Now I'm a support main, so I could get in the games easy, but when I'm playing with Ronchi, or if we got 2, 3, 4 plus players, it's ridiculous to try to get in there if you're a DPS. It like the queue times. I will watch Twitch streamers. The queue times for some of the higher ranked players, they would be in there for an hour waiting to get into a match. Oh, now or longer. No exaggerate, an entire hour to get into a match. So much so that every streamer I watch had other games that they had loaded up to play while they waited. That is at the end of life for your last game. So instead of them thinking about how can we resolve this to get players back for our second game, their resolution is to get everybody to pay $40. I expect some shit like that out of Bethesda, like for the Fallout 76 situation. I don't expect that. But
No matter what role you pick, because they didn't they didn't allow a certain amount of people into the alpha, beta, whatever they're calling it. The queue times are crazy. Period. So what happens when the queue times are long? People stop playing the game. What happens when people stop playing the game? When there's already a scarce amount of players playing the game, the queue time then get longer. It's a never ending problem that won't get solved unless you open it to everybody, and they obviously aren't going to do that at all, unless so they can squeeze that funky ass $40 out of people.
Yep.
I was exaggerating. I was gonna say I was exaggerating the point of excuse. I don't know how much he makes, but it's to say like he's on a scale.
I know what you're saying. Well,
I don't want people to think.
Pro.
Yeah, he's a former pro. He's huge. But I say to that level. He didn't like the game
anymore. He got tired.
He didn't like the game.
He didn't like the direction. He didn't like the meta. He didn't like the fact that they. And I think Brigitte, well, when I seen Brigitte, I guess really ruined people to the point where they just wouldn't come back. But let's move on. Let's talk about God of War basically getting an official release date. I would have bet. I'd have bet any amount of money that game was going to get delayed into next year. I was completely positive. Next thing you know, they did it the simplest way. A tweet. God of War, what's it, November 9th?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy. Like, I don't know if maybe a leak was coming and they wanted to get out in front of it.
A leak did come out. I know some shit. So basically I was letting y'all know. I remember I was like, yo, listen, there's this dude, he's leaking out a lot of shit that's happening. And he said that the release date window is for November. He didn't give a certain day. He goes, and he also stated the team was kind of done with the game, but they didn't want to push out the trailer the same week that forgive me, I keep saying it wrong. It's the Roe versus what is it?
Roe v. Wade.
Roe v. Wade, excuse me, because they didn't want the attention of the game to kind of in respect to that. So they were like, they had to push it back again. So they were like, they pushed it back again. They didn't want it to be too soon. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect. And all of a sudden, this gentleman was correct. They pushed out the trailer. They also don't know. Cory Barlog came out and he was like, yo, we've been waiting to release the trailer and the announcements. We don't know why, but Sony has had us on a holding point. They didn't want us to put the trailer out. And then somehow somebody had access to PlayStation's premiered videos, to their premiered videos. So they seen that this trailer was coming out for November 9th. And then somehow, I don't know how you guys feel about this or what y'all think about it, but it's kind of ironic. The day that Cory Barlog speaks on the matter, and then everything, he came out and spoke on it. A female who works for that company came out and said somebody sent her a dick picture in exchange of trying to ask when was the release date. So then he didn't know, and I guess he responded to that, and it caused this whole big debacle. Shout out to BG and the Weapon Wheel. They were talking about it. I fuck with them heavy. I watched them every Sunday, and they were speaking on the matter, and Jack didn't downplay her situation. He was more so concerned, why did you wait this whole time to say something if it was something that happened to her prior, within weeks before? Or why is it no one knew, not even Cory Barlog even knew about this matter if you was somebody who worked for this company? Because he was shocked under the comments too. What do y'all think?
Okay, hold on.
I was trying to have a straight face. I swear to God, bro. Yes, God.
I was trying to comprehend what you were saying. I swear to God, I was.
If you need me to say it again, I will, bro.
When you said the dick pic, I looked over to my other monitor and just seen Chase trying his hardest not to laugh at this woman getting an unsolicited dick pic. For God of War news.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be very careful. That's what I'm Legion fact.
Laughing at her situation. I'm laughing because I don't know who he think he is, that your dick is that valuable that somebody gonna give you insider leak. What kind of dick you think you got? Who the fuck you think you are? How big is your ego to just think that your dick is currency?
Bigger than his dick, I'll tell you that much, because that shit ain't get him no trailer.
Enough. I send your dick pic and I get whatever. The fuck he think he is? That's what was funny. That's one of the dudes that be on Reddit looking for OnlyFans leaks, talk about he want to see their buttholes and all type of weird shit. He don't get no ass, because there ain't no way. If you out here, if you have any experience at all, and I mean any, you'll know that your dick ain't enough for you to just pay. The fuck you think you is?
That shit was crazy. I think Cory Barlog wrote after that, wait, what? And he didn't even know. So it kind of caused how did he not know what was going on? So like that would have been a big issue, but that's kind of crazy.
I know he a part of live stream fails.
Yeah, remember Brett Favre was sending dick pics? We should move on.
Wait, isn't he who's the one that be having them jeans?
It was Brett Favre.
It's Brett Favre, bro.
My fucking dreams ripped on me, yo.
That's right out there. He said he was out here sending dick pics to team nurses and all. You know what I mean?
All right, man.
Yeah.
You say your jeans ripped?
Yo, we was talking about God of War, bro. Where we get Brett Favre's dick from?
It was.
That's a good question.
It was relative.
No,
was it? Was it really?
We talking about God of War. I want to hear Atreus. I want to talk about the whole game. And you brought up Brett Favre and his dick.
I just wanted to let people know when it's coming out if they ain't know, you know what I'm saying? And let's talk about Rockstar. Rockstar.
Oh, why?
They was really like my heroes for real.
Hold on.
What?
He said Ricky buying Brett Favre jeans. I bought him the paint. Them bitches ripped. Keep going, bro. My bad.
You was painting in the Favres?
Don't you ever call them shit the Favres ever again.
So Rockstar, y'all was really like one of my heroes as far as this game and shit. It was like them and like 4 other studios. But then one of the worst things that could happen happened to all of us. We didn't realize it at the time due to our bliss. GTA 5 happened. GTA 5, you ruined my company, man. You was so successful that they ain't got to do shit.
They gotta do nothing.
They don't got to. They put one game out in 10 years, and then they put a remake of 7 remakes of GTA out. Okay, then they put out a trilogy, and they let the people that did the mobile version of the game do the trilogy, and there was glitches. It was a terrible experience, so much so that sometimes mobile controls would show up on people's screens. It was a disaster of a product, well below the standards that you have set for yourself. But right then you showed me how you cared, how little you cared. And I ain't never expect cash grabs from that company to that degree. Now we've just heard that they've canceled remakes for GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Now,
no, Red Dead Redemption 1.
Excuse me, Red Dead 1. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I would be disturbed if they had a nicer track record and they put out at least 2 games, but they didn't. So I'm celebrating the fact that they canceled that shit because Rockstar, I love your games. Well, you don't put out a fucking new video game? God, how long are we only going to get GTA and other, like, where happened to that game called Agent? Where the fuck is Agent? I just want one new game. Okay, GTA 6 is going to be great. We all know that. Where the fuck? You got all that talent. How many times are you just going to make them do that and that's it? GTA's coming out awesome. Y'all ain't got other projects? Do you even give a fuck? You're not going to do this. Red Dead 1 is playable on Xbox and PS5 already. We don't need that shit. GTA 4, phenomenal game. But I've seen it 3 motherfucking times. God, what has happened?
Can I just ask a question real quick?
Where's Bully 2? Thank you.
So Rockstar has made 1 game in 10 years.
2. If we want to be technical, GTA 5 came out in 2013. Red Dead came out in 2018.
Okay.
Two games.
Okay, so 2 games in 10 years. Mm-hmm. And it took them 3 years to already stop supporting one of those 2 new games.
Oh, yeah. So expound on that, because I didn't get to that.
So, Chad, if y'all don't know, they are no longer making new content for Red Dead Online. they didn't listen.
Don't give a fuck, bro.
It was easy to tell how much they didn't give a fuck about Red Dead Online in the first place. But to then come out and say that they will no longer be providing any more content for the shit. It's just a slap in the face to anybody who ever supported their ass.
That was a bad relationship they had. I ain't gonna lie, man. The Red Dead community, they got fucked badly since 2018. They've been getting the gold bars hack glitch where they got banned. They had clowns showing up in their servers. And then they hosted a funeral yesterday in regards to the servers not being supported no more.
The players held a funeral.
I'm gonna use this graphic every time Rockstar comes up. And I wish somebody in these comments would have the gall to type that video games take longer to make. If you don't get your, I ain't gonna call you that, but leave it alone, okay? We don't have to defend billion-dollar corporations, companies, and individuals. I don't know why people do it. It's not necessary, okay? The reason you see us get so upset with companies is because we've seen their potential and their history, and we know they have it in them to do great stuff consistently, but they choose to either not do anything or not put out great products. That goes for EA, that goes for Ubisoft, that goes for Rockstar, any company that you can name. When you see people getting upset with them, it's because we've seen better. And if it's like seeing your sports team that you know could easily be much better, but instead they keep going 4-12, and they have the team, but they just keep doing this shit. Somewhere somebody's messing up. This graphic should show you everything that is wrong with Rockstar and my entire reign. 2003 to 2011, look at all these games. I will be on board with somebody saying games take longer. Brilliant, fine. But they could have did 30%
of they
what
had
they
different
did.
teams. They had teams on board because
Man
Hunt 2 was bad.
Look at all of these games.
This is 8. If we dare go from 2000 to 2010, I don't even want to do the counting on how many games they put out. Okay, this bottom line, once we get to 2013, is not cool. The fact that they were working on remakes is disturbing, bro. We don't need that shit. We got backwards compatibility now. Where's Midnight Club?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Had we know that they were gonna be doing remakes and they kept bringing back GTA 5, they could have been and swapped that and just gave us GTA 4 and Red Dead early on, not just kept dropping GTA 5 and just made it like compatible to play on the other console already. They literally was going all out doing a remake and a remaster for each console that dropped. And now, what is it? The PS5 version just came out for GTA 5, right?
I don't know, bro.
What the fuck? Yeah, the PS5 version just came out. I'm looking right now. Like, even though State of Emergency, the year that came, that game was bad.
I never played that game.
Game was dog shit. I just also heard that Max Payne, I think, was getting a full remake, if I'm not mistaken. Aren't they?
Two.
Max Payne 2, they're getting a full remake.
That's Remedy. Remedy is doing that. That's the original devs. I don't know who's publishing it, but that I look at that slightly different. And the thing is, it's not to say that I won't play them. It's just that I need more.
I just don't get how all the teams they've had early on, because if you see 2003, you had a couple of games that just dropped within that time. You had like 6 games if you look at the top right and the bottom left. And then you have so they had to have several teams. Where all these fucking teams went, they can't even do a remaster
to one. And I want to be very clear. When you hear me specifically go on rants about certain remakes, I don't have an issues with remakes overall. I have an issue when it's like this. Like, we could look at the Gears of War remake, great remake. We could look at Ratchet & Clank, Resident Evil. They really set the bar. We've seen numerous fantastic remakes. These are of games that have not been out for a long time. It's been 2-3 generations or more, and they decide that they're going to redo it. Reboots, remakes are fine. I just have an issue when instead of us getting a Max Payne 4, you decide to do 2 remakes for 1 and 2. If you ask most fans whether they want a sequel or a remake, depending on how much time has passed, most likely I think more people are going to say a sequel. Now, if it's been 20 years, 15 years, something like that, and you're thinking about having a game with brand new mechanics, brand new graphics and all that, sure, a lot of people would say, yo, give us GTA San Andreas. Some people would say, I'll take that over GTA 6 if they did a full-fledged GTA San Andreas remake. A lot of people would say that. But in general, though, I just don't like this shit, bro. They got to stop it. And them not supporting Red Dead Online like it should have been supported from the beginning. We should have known what it was, bro. It's just... Everything.
That was a massive game, bro.
Yeah. I honestly feel like the next GTA will be they will go with the games as a service model.
Online? Hell yeah.
I feel like they're gonna go with the games as a service model, and that may be the last. I ain't gonna say the last installment, but that will be. I feel like the next GTA will last. How long does this one last? Has been lasting
almost 10 years, like 10, almost 10.
We're going
yeah,
into a decade basically. It'll be well over 10 years before
the next GTA will be games as a service and will last way longer than 10 years.
Well, think about it like this, Ronchi. They even said it. There's no plans to drop an initial GTA 6 online. They're just calling it now GTA Online. So whoever expected, all these crazy graphics, hoping for like the multiplayer, I think they're gonna separate the two.
They're gonna separate. Oh my god.
Yeah, and GTA 6 would just be in its own story. They're saying, it's rumored to be one of the biggest ones, and I don't know where the location is gonna be. We all have. I never really sweat the location. I think they've done good with like their locations. I want them to do Chicago, but wherever they decide to go with it, I'm cool with it because their stories is what we popping. But as far as GTA Online, I don't know what kind of model, but they're calling it now just GTA Online. They're going to start a service. And I think they did talk about a pricing monthly. I think they did speak about a monthly pricing. So,
is there already a monthly subscription for it?
And I think they're starting it now. So it's
man, they don't give a fuck.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, GTA is being carried by the PC community of 5M because them shark cards, don't get me wrong, I know that made them a lot of money, but the sales that GTA continues to be top 5 every month for their charts of sales, that's crazy. It's because of the PC community, man. Like the way they be doing their mods and the 5M, like that community is keeping that game running. And you know what? I think that's part of the reason why they still prolonging that shit. Why that game is still up and going.
Well, if that's the case, then they need to show the PC community a little more respect and stop making them wait a year and a half or whatever it is to get the game. Because you got to remember, they don't get Red Dead and GTA when the game first comes out. They gotta wait. They the last to get it. It's nuts.
Honestly,
RP helped it out.
They be RPing on San Andreas. They RP on GTA 4. They RP on Red Dead. Stop. If we remove GTA as a medium for role playing in that aspect, then we don't have to support them. Is what I'm saying. Role play can be anywhere. It can go in any game. It doesn't have to be GTA. GTA just seems to be the most popular right now, but it doesn't necessarily have to be GTA, honestly.
Yeah, the modding community has carried. It's funny how Rockstar never put out anything like Bethesda allowed that.
Bethesda recognizes how the mod community what they do for their games, and that's why they support the modders. They hired one of the modders more recently, so shout out to Bethesda for that. They put out good stuff. I mean, they show what's possible with the game. Some companies look at the modders as competition because they're showing how much better they can make the games, and some of the modders do make the devs look crazy though, because you have small teams, completely overhauling some of these games. But let's move on. Matter of fact, I want to make sure we all caught up. Shout out to Hood Fave, Jay, Trista, thank you, Jay Beast, my guy, Jordan, and Ghost, man, and Reborg, shout out to Reborg as well. Marcus. And my man Justin. Thank you guys. We're gonna try to keep the show rolling because we're trying to get through this. Modern Warfare 2.
I'm here for it. I know. I talk a lot of shit.
So let's just do this. We're already 43 minutes in. Let's just do this. What are y'all thoughts on Modern Warfare 2022? Keep in mind, chat, I just want to remind you all that there's not going to be another Call of Duty next year. They're taking a year off after this year. So the game that we get is the game that's going to be the newest game for a minimum of 2 years. So just keep that in mind. But go ahead.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. I haven't been excited for Call of Duty in a grip, right? And I try not to get my hopes up for games like this because it's so easy to be let down. But I have to say, I'm honestly excited to play a new Call of Duty. I am.
Why?
I really hope. Mike didn't pick it up, but I think you said why. Mm-hmm. Why? I've been really in tune with the leaks. I've been liking what I've been seeing. Some of the articles that's been coming out too. That I've been liking what I've been seeing. I'd have to go over and refresh what the things, but I don't know. Maybe because I didn't really play it for the last 2 years, and Call of Duty has always been one of my favorite games. So it'll be like me taking a break from 2K for 2 or 3 years. I might be excited for the next one. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duty always have a place in my heart, and I just hope they get shit together. Yeah, I'm kind of excited for this one. And I like that little single player trailer they put out where dude was walking through the ship or whatever. I like how it looked, even though he was ass, but it looked good.
Ricky?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't even say that I've been a COD player these last couple of years. We kind of drifted away. We would just get on there to make a video and get off. Or sometimes we'll be just vibing. Let's play this for a little bit and get off. We haven't even really dedicated actual time. It's so bad that sometimes we get off. We just play off stream the Prestige. We don't even want to entertain it for live streaming. We haven't even really been. When we said we wasn't gonna play COD no more, we really showed like we don't even play COD like that no more, bro. It's actually kind of sad. But I will say, 2009, I think Modern Warfare 2 dropped. And if you count how many years it's been like, what, 10 years, 11, 12 years. It would make sense if a reboot came out, just like Modern Warfare 2019. But because we get so many damn CODs, it doesn't even feel like the excitement of, Modern Warfare 2 remake or reboot. We don't even get that excitement knowing that was one of the best Call of Duties to come out campaign-wise. And a lot of us are still sitting here saying like, yo, the multiplayer is going to be trash. Or this is going to be some bullshit. That's because of all the shit that has happened in the recent years. But I will say, even Chase, you played the story for Modern Warfare. I need to get myself back on it. You said it was really good. A lot of people said the campaigns for COD is actually normally good. It's always the multiplayer has been lackluster over the last several years. But I got to give the same energy the same way I gave it to 2K. If I'm excited to play those 15 iconic Jordan moments with 2K23, and we've got that, back in 2011, or I forgot which 2K was where we played 2K11. That was one of my favorite 2Ks where I was able to play his iconic moments. That was a fun time. I was waiting for something like that to come back. They're deciding to bring it back too. It's been some years, but we don't often understand or see that we don't even digest that excitement because we've gotten hit with so many of the same shit year after year. But all aside from that, I'm actually hype as hell. Like, I'm actually excited to play Modern Warfare 2. I've seen half of the leaks with the maps, with the guns. They're going nostalgic again. I think at launch, they're going to bring some of the OG maps back. They're not going to be bringing it later on. I think they want to kind of bring people in, so they're going to do that. I'm looking to play the campaign. So yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I'm happy. I'm actually happy to play because, again, I'm not a fan of the Cold War eras anymore. I'm not a fan of none of that shit. I filtered that shit off of my palette. Like, I'm already done with this old 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s Call of Duty shit. Give me my regular Modern Warfare shit, and I'm just going to be on that. And I'm actually happy to play Warzone 2.0. So I want to get back on that as well. Yeah.
I don't know if we can, I don't want to, I don't know if I can say what the leaks are, per se. So I'm not going to say them. But the leaks are really looking promising, especially the gun leaks.
I'm real happy for y'all.
You know you're gonna be playing it. You are
you're gonna play
the number one.
Chat.
You're the number one guy.
I'm happy for everybody.
You're gonna be hitting up all of us, Savad, and everybody to play it.
I hope it's everything that y'all dream of. Okay,
bruh.
I really do.
Right.
I will say the Modern Warfare campaign is just art. It's beautiful. I'm dead serious. It's one of the best FPS campaigns I've ever had the pleasure of playing. I'm looking more forward to the continuation of that campaign than I am the multiplayer. Call of Duty. Now, you newer players, you're still in the phase where you like a lot about the game, and I'm cool with that. But to the players that have played from anywhere from Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, BO1, if you started around there, Call of Duty has been a disappointment to the utmost, with the exception of Warzone, which is saving and carrying the game. There's a reason they lost 50 million players. I really want the game to be great. I really do. And if it is, I will say it. We don't do that on here. If I say some shit's gonna be ass to come out as good, I'll say, yo, this shit's phenomenal. I hope. I am really concerned with some of their game design decisions after seeing what they did on Modern Warfare with taking away dead silence and taking away the normal mini map and weird shit like that. If any of those ideologies are carrying over into the new game, I just don't think it's going to be that good. I think it's going to be played the same way it got played on in 2019. Or yeah, the movement was really good and the gunplay was really good on there, but the maps were trash, the perks were trash, the mini map was trash, and it was just a disaster. I pray that they've realized after losing all of those players with Vanguard, because I've said a lot about different Call of Duties. Without a shadow of a doubt, Vanguard's the worst Call of Duty ever made. Impact wise, it's one of the worst. Gameplay wise, maybe it's one of the worst. It's a complete pile of shit. So hopefully that was what they needed to give us what we wanted. But I pray to God they just give people what they know we want, and they don't wait until it's DLC. They know what kind of maps we want. How do we know this? Because we get them as DLC. Please do not fuck this up. I think they might. So I'm trying to use reverse psychology and say the games will be trash and then it's gonna be good. I'm not saying it. For the love of God, please fix my game. Microsoft, if y'all just fix it, please. That's all.
Yeah, I just want to say, when you said that Vanguard the worst Call of Duty, can I just say what the true worst Call of Duty actually is?
What's the worst Call of Duty?
Black Ops 3 is the worst Call of Duty ever made.
That's fucking absurd, because that's the best.
Crazy.
That's the best COD on
Black
PS4
Ops 3
and
is
Xbox
so
One.
fucking dog shit.
I don't
That
agree.
was wait. Did it drop on PS4 first, or did it drop on PS3 before PS4 came out?
PS4, Xbox One. Black Ops 3 is the best Call of Duty.
I think Infinite Warfare was the worst in my opinion.
If that game's trash, but Vanguard,
Infinite Warfare,
just nobody like. I don't know anybody that likes Vanguard. The game has no love, no heart, no nothing. Shit is ass.
Okay, Ghost is the best Call of Duty.
All right, there he goes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on, because he's smoking that shit again, and it's starting to kick in.
I'm just telling the truth, bro.
The cleaner products behind him is starting to bother him a little bit.
No, that's not true.
That is. All right, yo, look. What? No, you go.
I'm about to say real quick, EA.
Oh.
Just you guys.
They're giving me fucking codes I can't redeem.
Shout out to the 1,000 wow in the chat, man. Thank you guys, man. We barely even make sure y'all like the stream. This one's gonna stay up. Oh, we are doing another retro stream very, very soon, man. So make sure y'all tune in for that whenever that happens. EA Skate 4. I really have high hopes, bro, but I don't know how many times the industry has to show us who they are before we start believing them. I hope that Skate 4 is everything that I think it could be, but I also have some concerns about how they're gonna monetize the game. So we'll see how that goes. EA, I think, is working on a Battlefield campaign by itself. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, bro. I don't know what they're doing.
But they're working on the what?
I think let me double check that, because I was watching AJS News. And I think,
if that shit didn't come out for the release date, we're not even here to ask for that shit.
Battlefield will seemingly return to including single player. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the new. Okay, I'm wrong. They're gonna go back to putting single players in the game, which they should have had, because I wanted to play it, because that multiplayer, I haven't played it yet, but I have not heard the greatest.
Man, hold on.
What?
Yo, can we? How long was the PS4 cycle and Xbox cycle until we got these consoles, the PS5? How many years?
2014 through 2020.
I thought it was 2013, November.
2013
to what?
2020.
How you ain't managed to pick up?
I think it was 14, bro.
I could have sworn it was 13, because remember 13 had all. It was 13 because it had all the fire games in the beginning for PS3, and then like in November the PS4 came out.
You're correct. November 3rd. So
all right.
It was 7 years.
No, bro. Let me just say this: you know what? Like, I'm gonna use the idea of this. You know, there's this beautiful woman you're looking to talk to, and you know you went through all of school with this person, and you see every opportunity. Somebody must have broke her heart, and you see you could have been the guy to go up to her and ask her if she's okay, but you didn't. So you let the other guy do it. Then you see the next grade. She hoeing a little bit. You know, she doing nasty shit. She needs a friend. You have an opportunity to go fuck with her again. Then you blow it, and somebody else gets to her. Now she's entering a phase. She's doing all freaky shit, nasty shit, whatever. Now y'all about to graduate. She's single up. You got some. She needs a date for prom. That's you. Go for it, my boy. You fucking blow it. And now some fuck nigga now go ahead and takes on a date. That's what you did with Battlefield and Call of Duty. Call of Duty gave you every reason to fucking step it up.
Yes.
And you fucking screwed. You get where my logic is? You get me?
That was an excellent fucking analogy. That was excellent.
You know what I'm saying? And you failed to really take over that space.
For 8 years. Battlefield had 8. Yo, people are so tired of COD. They was looking in 2018, if nothing else. When Fortnite came out, if you didn't know, if you didn't learn anything, that you should learn that motherfuckers is looking for a reason to get off your weak ass game. In Battlefield, you couldn't be that motherfucking reason, could you?
They have everything from the amount of players. They got everything from just they were hitting on the top. Even when they did Battlefield 5 and they brought us back to where the game was solid, they just couldn't bring us back. The first shit that they screwed up on is they released those 2 games together along with COD. Remember, they did that in Titanfall. They kind of like threw themselves under that one. All right, cool. 2 years later, Battlefield 1, I think then it was Battlefield 5 or some shit like that. And just every year after that, you just kept like declining, bro. I didn't understand. You guys don't have another shooter out there. Like you don't bring out Medal of Honor no more. So everything is eyes on Battlefield. This Battlefield that just came out, it doesn't have a campaign, but it got so much shit that it wants to be. There's a mode that brings every Battlefield that ever existed back in in pieces and shit. Like you could play Battlefield Bad Company 2 on there. Battlefield 3, it's like weird. It has like different, and I didn't spend too much time on it because again, it was buggy as hell, laggy as hell. Then they got a mode that's like Escape from Tarkov. Like it was like one of those. And then of course it got its BR. Like there's just so much that was going on with that game. And then I heard now, I think Raunchy, you said it, they released an update. So I'm gonna give it a try that can possibly help out this game.
It's an update that saved the game.
Yeah. But goddamn, like you literally have a focus of one shooter. Do they have another shooter right now? No, right?
If that counts. Does
Apex, and Respawn is taking full control of that space. So DICE, you're not even working on Star Wars. So like, where is the focus? You really, how you ruin one of the biggest shooters that was right next to Call of Duty? And
it's amazing. At one point, I remember it was a lot closer, and you had made a bet with me that you thought Battlefield would sell more copies than COD, and at the time I thought that was a ridiculous bet. But as time went on, I see Call of Duty didn't sell maybe as many physical copies, but they did a lot better in the microtransaction department. But as far as physical sales, Battlefield had a real shot, if not to take the crown, because it's kind of unrealistic because COD is still king, but they were still able to compete and siphon those players who was looking for a new shooter. And we've been asking for years. I've been praying to God for us to get a shooter that comes out in spring. We get our winter holiday season shooter, and then you got another game that comes out in the spring. But instead of that shit, bro, everybody want to put their games out in the fourth quarter, and I don't understand why. I feel that your game would do better and become way more popular if you save that game and say, you know what, I'm gonna put this out halfway through this life cycle of this game so people can play a new shooter, because everybody wants to play a new one. Instead, we gotta wait and play this game same time every year, play it for the whole year, and we don't really get a chance to have other opportunities. It's kind of whack, but that's kind of what they do.
And you know what else? Flip even said like Vanguard was one of their last, I think, points when they could have really went crazy. I think this was their lowest selling game and their lowest rated
by far
Battlefield. And
Infinite
you know
Warfare
what?
Didn't do well, did it?
Infinite Warfare actually, I think, did decent.
Okay.
It did decent. But here's the crazy shit. So one, Titanfall's campaign, we could say goodbye. They're not dropping no more. I think they already confirmed that there's no Titanfall campaign. They're just drawing out the characters. They might be drawing out maps from Titanfall for Apex. Okay. I'm not sure they're gonna do that anymore, but I do know that EA is giving Respawn their full like control of that game. That's why I keep forgetting that they have another shooter, because I'm like, wait, I keep forgetting EA is the, you know, the publisher of just I guess the publisher of whatever company under that's over Apex. I'd be forgetting that. But one thing I know that Battlefield failed to do, and I understand, just like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, they're never gonna switch up on the community. They want to make it to where you have to grind like crazy, go up against these ridiculous ass bosses. They're not going to give you an easy, medium, and hard mode. But Battlefield, because y'all fail so miserably with the type of game that you guys are, y'all should have toned it down a notch. I love Conquest Large, and I like all that big craziness. They needed to scale that game much smaller to try to get people back into that shit. They did not do that at all. They gave us, what, 2-3 big ass maps again? Barely any players. The game is lagging like shit. It's just a clusterfuck. They should have scaled that game so much smaller, even with the weather dynamics, because that shit's amazing. That's what drew me to Battlefield in the first place. But they need to scale that game way smaller. As much as I love the big team play, they even telling us 125 v 125, and it's just,
I think they lowered the player count
to 60-60 or 80-80, something like that.
Like that. I
yeah.
And there's a lot of people that love big team mode, so obviously you want to keep that. I don't want to be the guy that says, oh, I want smaller stuff, so just change it for me. No, keep that. Keep the stuff that your core players want, keep it there, and give new players opportunity to come in and work up to that. I remember they tried to do that. I don't know how many people remember this. This is Battlefield 3, where, because yeah, I remember Call of Duty was so big, bro. People was not touching other shooters. Like you get laughed at if you on Battlefield and shit like that, Killzone and all that.
Yeah, I remember that.
They be like, yeah, man, get off the game, come play COD with us and shit. Battlefield got the same treatment to a degree as far as like most of the casual players, and then Battlefield came out with the close quarters DLC. I don't know how many people remember that. And
Battlefield 4, right?
Lot of Battlefield 3.
Battlefield 3.
Yeah, okay. They got a lot of people that I knew that did not play Battlefield on there to play Battlefield, just because they was getting a little tired of COD, and that DLC for Battlefield came out, and they was like, yo, let's play this shit.
Let me tell you how.
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you how crazy the dynamic is of what Battlefield brought to the table so early on, that you see games doing it now, but because the scale of the game isn't as confusing, it's not as like I guess like difficult to understand. I guess because everything you see with Battlefield, people don't often play the objectives of most of the game modes that they have to offer. But if you notice, they were clowning Battlefield players before because they made it seem like you can't even quickscope. But one of the biggest things now that you see is people really rewarding themselves when they know a game has bullet drop. For example, you got Fortnite and they sniping somebody from 300 meters away and it's bullet dropping. Like that's a big thing now that was getting clowned by Battlefield before. They couldn't execute that with a smaller map. Everything needed to be smaller scaled. It needed to be scaled back. And I think Stack said something in the chat.
He said it was too ambitious for their own good.
As sad as that sounds, that's actually facts. That game is too ambitious because it's aesthetically pleasing the way it looks, but it's very displeasing mechanically. That game runs like dog shit. And I never understood it. Battlefield 4, that game, remember 6 months it took before that game could be playable?
It was a disaster. See, we should know. Battlefield 3 was rough too. Like, it's just... What have they done? Everybody in the chat, y'all got games y'all played for a long time. How many of those games are still as good as it was? Maybe not in the beginning, because it's obviously it's hard to match your first excitement, but even halfway through, it seemed like all the shit that we really fuck with somehow has just gone to shit. Whether that's them putting out a bad game, a broken game, delays, the game's just not out at all anymore. Like, I don't know what they did to her. It's a disaster. And what happens more often than not is a lot of the games have great talent, and the talent that really puts that shit together gets moved off those projects and on to something else. Like, somebody, Flip had mentioned Crash Bandicoot. I know that's not necessarily the same, but that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. The team that worked on Crash Bandicoot and the Tony Hawk remakes, that team is named Toys for Bob. These motherfuckers took them off that and put them on COD. Like, that shit ass, bro.
Not and not only that, seeing how should I say this, with the way Battlefield, because we was about to like even play that shit just like now. We was thinking about playing it now. They have Bad Company 2. I think they have something with Bad Company 2 in there, and still nobody is playing that
Bad
shit.
Company 3. That's the only game that I've seen any Battlefield fans ask for. Is Bad Company 3, and it just never did it. That's crazy.
2K, Call of Duty, Madden,
Live is gone.
All the games that I grew up on and I loved have become so ass that they pushed me to become an indie game lover. Indie games are doing it better, bro. It is what it is. Like, these AAA titles are just all ass. And now I like indie games. That's why I'm over here playing Slay the Spire instead of fucking Call of Duty right now. You know what I'm saying?
And not only that, this would be the best time, even just to draw some attention. They might have to cut back on this Battlefield title, which would be a shame, and just randomly just wow somebody with a trailer or something of Medal of Honor coming back.
I just want you to know, Medal of Honor is never coming back, bro.
It ruined Warfighter, bro. That Warfighter was crazy.
I want SOCOM.
That was SOCOM.
That was Sony.
We not even gonna talk about
we're
how
not gonna
PlayStation
get
trash
that.
and don't got no multiplayer games. We ain't gonna talk about how they just got rid of Resistance and how they didn't give a shit for 7 years. They got away. And I know we talk a lot about, well, not me. I know the gaming community has spent a lot of years saying Xbox ain't had no games. And that's fine. PlayStation ain't had no multiplayer games, and that ain't even up for debate. And I wish somebody would tell me Destruction All Stars. What's that shit called?
Destruction All Stars. Yo,
yep.
Sony don't have no. First off, Naughty Dog, y'all should have been had on deck this multiplayer for The Last of Us 2. The fact that shit still ain't even a thing. The Last of Us Online, we're waiting for that. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know why. Part of me, y'all ever heard of Crimson Skies? It was that plane shooting game.
Yeah, I seen it.
I don't know why.
I don't remember it.
I don't know why. I kind of like wish a company brought that game back, bro, and made that game, because it wasn't like realistic. But it was just fun, bro. It's called Crimson Skies, bro. I don't know. It was like one of those flight shooting games, but I don't know. We don't really have, like, for example, Sony don't have a shooter no more. Killzone's out of the question.
They're gonna have to, because if Xbox decide to turn off that Call of Duty faucet, shout out to the King from Iron Lord. Ooh. Like, whenever we decide to turn that faucet off, I'm like,
that's a fact.
That's a fact. They only got 3 years left on that contract.
Yo,
they really need to bring back EA Sports big.
We need.
You just said that?
Extreme sports games, period, bro.
Yeah,
like, when you was a kid, you would see snowboarding games, you would see BMX, you would see. Yeah, you would.
Extreme was amazing, bro.
Get extreme sports games.
Yeah, now that, and yo, have y'all been, I'm getting tired of the teasing from Def Jam, bro.
It's not
bro,
Def
Jam, bro.
Why they doing that?
They put the same tweet out every 2 years, bro. I don't know if they got it on schedule or some more shit, but honestly, I'm sick of their ass too.
Putting that bullshit out.
I'm asking what city you want us to be in. You ain't gonna release the game, bitch.
Well, and artists are a lot smarter and empowered now. So good luck trying to get a bunch of artists to have their likeness in the game and their voice and not pay them. Them dudes didn't get paid for that. These artists ain't going for that shit no more. If you want them in the game, they gonna have to pay them. EA ain't gonna want to pay them. You see, they ain't want to pay people for fucking fight night. And as soon as the esports boxing club show up, now EA is like, you know what? We should make a fight night. No, y'all motherfuckers didn't want to make a fight night because y'all didn't want to pay for individual licenses, so y'all went with UFC. So I don't expect that company to want to pay rappers to be in the game. And you don't have to be on Def Jam. That's just the title of the game. Snoop was not on Def Jam, by the way, and he was in the game. So I don't.
Listen, dude. I don't care anymore even if we get, like, because we know who's making it. But if they give us like a Def Jam, like, I don't even want to talk about it. It's no point.
It's over. Guys, I think we're going to get on BO4. Once y'all go ahead and put y'all links in the chat. We about to transition over to Thweesh. Shout out to everybody for coming through. Kate, I'll see your donation. I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming out. I know we don't do the podcast as much as y'all want, and we force y'all to go to IGN and other platforms, but y'all can also check out Weapon Wheel. They stream the podcast. I think they go almost every week. Shout out to Weapon Wheel. We got AGS. We have Iron Lords. There's a bunch of podcasts. That's just to name a few. There are many more out there. Y'all don't have to go to big platforms to get y'all news if y'all don't want to. But also we have Grown Woman Gaming.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we have the gals over there. Shout out to Grown Woman Gaming. But we're going to head out. We're about to play some BO4. We're probably. How many games you think before we start raging and get off the game?
One.
He says,
I'm hoping past one. Fuck.
Did a mock test, and they still playing like bitches.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming out. We will see y'all next.
No, a couple minutes.
But we were going to be on Twitch, so come over to Twitch. Shout out to Flip. Thank you for the link. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.